So one of my favorite lessons from Gladiator 2 actually isn't in the movie. It's from an interview with Denzel Washington and Paul Mescal after. Denzel Washington, who by the way crushes in the movie, should have won Best Supporting Actor, proved why he's widely considered one of the greatest actors of all time, but maybe didn't get the recognition or the respect he deserved on it. But he says in this clip, he says, my happiness doesn't come from the roles I play or the accolades that people give him. And Paul says, but was that always true? And Denzel Washington says, no, of course not. He's like, I'm telling you after 70 years of experience. I've said this before. I said on my first book, I was 10% happy with it. 90%, what do people say about it? How's it doing? And I'd like to say that that flipped, or it's gotten closer to flipping, but it's work. That took real work. Marcus Aurelius talks in real life and meditations about how we care about ourselves more than other people, but for some reason we care about other people's opinions more than our own. I think Denzel Washington knows he fucking crushed it in that role. And that's why he doesn't care about the awards or care about other people. He knows he brought his best self to it. That's what Stoicism is. Did you do your best? Did you do what was in your control? Did you act the hell out of the lines assigned to you? Epictetus said that we are all actors in a play. That the playwright or the director is in charge. They wrote the lines. They're deciding how it goes. But what we control is whether we act the hell out of the lines we've been given. But basically Denzel says, like, 70 years of experience, don't listen to them. He says, listen in here. And then the other thing he says, which Marcus Aurelius certainly would have related to, he says, spend quiet time. He says 5 minutes to yourself every morning where you're thinking, you're reflecting. Denzel Washington goes, 5 minutes of quiet. Very hard to do. Yeah, that place of ataraxia that the Stoics talk about, stillness, it's extremely difficult. But it's where insights come from. It's where peak and elite performance come from. It's where contentment comes from. It's where self-awareness and self-discovery comes from.